My goodness, guys, talk about the roller coaster ride that it's been for SoFi stock today. The company reported earnings this morning. They crushed it, which we covered in my first video today, and the stock got all the way to $25 a share, and now we're down to $22.50. We're still up on the day, but we're not up 15% anymore. We're now up around 7%, trading back to $22.50 after again being over $25. So I want to do an update here as we're pretty much in the beginning of power hour. It's around 3:15 right now on the East Coast, so the market is about to close soon. So I want to do an update on the charts, where I see things going, my thoughts. But first, hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe. That helps me out overall in the algorithm. Join the email stock newsletter. It's free. And check out my Patreon if you guys want to be a part of my portfolio updates, see how I build the portfolio. That is linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. I got the second coffee of the day here, guys. Usually I'm a one a day kind of guy. I try and keep myself at one a day. But with SoFi crushing it today, it being a crazy day in the markets, I had to get another coffee. So cheers. I appreciate you all. Let's dive into it. So again, it's a fantastic day for SoFi. There's no denying that, but it has given back a lot of these gains. So we're actually down 10% from where we were earlier today. So I guess at one point we were up, 17, 18%, which is pretty nutty. So it looks like what we're seeing right now, and I'm not surprised, what we're getting is profit taking. This is profit taking, guys. People are finally taking some gains, whether it's long-term investors that were in under $10 cashing in. Maybe it was the short-term earnings gamblers. They're definitely cashing in. I mean, I'm for sure positive they're cashing in, right? So they're dumping out. They're taking profits. Short-term traders, the swing traders, the day traders, they did their thing on this one. The swing traders for sure. They're locking in gains here, so they're causing this drop. Again, these what's it called? Some long-term investors might be selling out here, but we're seeing profit taking. However you want to slice it and dice it, that's what we're getting right now because this is just insane, especially at $25. This chart was ridiculously overbought, so I can't really blame people that were in it for an earnings gamble or short-term play to lock in profits. Heck, I can't blame people that are long-term, that were in at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 a share. I don't blame them either for locking in some gains because it kind of looks like this wants to come back down to the low 20s as of right now. So I got a comment. It was funny on my TikTok, I think it was. Make sure to go follow me there at Stocks Talk Stocks. It said, am I too late to buy SoFi now? And I said, in my opinion, to really build out a big position, expecting, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5x returns, you might be too late for that. Unless you think SoFi is going to go to 50 to 75 a share very quickly, you might be too late right now. You might have missed the boat. That's the reality. If you're looking for a 2 to 3 to 4 to 5x, if you were looking for a 2 to 3 to 4 to 5x, you should have been buying under $10. Those that were buying at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, some of them are cashing in right now, but some of them are in it for the 3 to 4 to 5. Well, it's already, 3 to 4x from where they bought, right? People that were buying in the 5, 6, 7s. But if you're looking for that 5x, man, you would have had to buy or to bought a lot lower. But the reality is now, if you're buying here, yeah, I think there could be more upside. Could we go to 30? Yeah, $35 for sure. This stock could get there over the next 6 to 12, 18 months, in my opinion. But will it get to like $100? Will we get these huge returns from here? I don't think so. At least in the short term. A lot of that has already happened, right? You should have been buying SoFi. If you're trying to chase it now for a big, 3 to 4, 5x, you might be waiting a little longer than you want to, because look, the time to have bought this stock was when we first started covering it here in this time period, right? End of 2023, all of 2024. I mean, this is when we first started covering it. It was downtrending for pretty much a straight up year, guys. This stock was at $7. It was at $7, $5, $6, $7 for pretty much 8 to 12 months. So that was the time to accumulate. And now people that were loading up then are what's the saying? Reaping their benefits or the fruits of their labor. They're reaping the fruits of their whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, at this point, I don't want to rant too long on that. But I think if you're looking for a big, return long term, you might have to wait for a pullback. If it gets back down to like $15, which that might be a stretch, we'll see. But if it somehow crashes back down to $12, $15 a share, all right, now we're talking. Now you can get back in for, a decent deal. But at these prices, guys, I'm not excited about buying SoFi. I'll keep it real, but we'll see. Hey, it might cool off even more here post earnings. I'm kind of hoping for that. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping for this to cool off a little bit. We had a huge run. Earnings are here. The cat's out of the bag. Maybe we get a little sell the news event. Maybe this is the start of that. And it's due for a bigger pullback or just a healthier pullback, maybe some sideways trading, because I'm in this for the long term, guys. I don't want this thing to go straight up in a line and then just tank. I don't want this to be like a meme stock. I kind of want it to be more stable. And obviously, I don't control the stock. Nobody does. I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. But ideally, I feel like if we got some sideways action, that'd be healthy for a little bit. I don't know. Call me crazy. What do you guys think? But at this point, yes, it's cooling off a little bit. And you could argue there could be some short-term money to be made depending on how you're looking at this. You can see, yeah, we blew up to 25. Now we're down to 22.50. We're actually maintaining support as of now at this old resistance as support, which you guys can see right here. We held... or it was resistance at 22.50 for a good couple of weeks. Now we're holding that. So you could make an argument, maybe if we bounce off this level, we could see some more upside. But I'm thinking here, guys, look, again, sideways trading might be healthy a little bit, a couple days, whatever it ends up being. And let's say we see some sideways trading at about 22.50, which again is the old resistance acting as support. If we hold that for a couple of days, that could be a good sign, maybe for an entry point, maybe for a recovery, or not even a recovery, but another push at that point, if we consolidated and then started to break out again. So that's a quick update on SoFi, guys. Nothing too crazy. I would take today as a huge W, massive win, awesome earnings. They crushed it. Grand slam, and that's why the stock reacted like this. And yeah, it was up a lot more earlier, but I mean, guys, it's still up 7% on top of all of the gains we've seen recently. This is insane. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Check out the first video from today if you want to see the actual earnings breakdown. We cover the numbers. That's from earlier today. Check it out. Hit the like button on this video. Make sure to subscribe. Join my free email stock newsletter. Check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates every week, where we're investing thousands of dollars a month. Those links are down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.